And I was like, look, you got to stop saying that. He's like, I can't help it. You know what I mean by that. You know what I mean. I was like, yeah, yeah. He was like, I ain't never had nobody do this for me before. He was like, you buy groceries, you cook, you clean, you make sure I'm good, you get the best massages. And I'm just like, I mean, I'm cool. Like, I mean, it was nothing. I mean, I'm here. Like, I'm here all the time, so I might as well make sure it stays clean. And then he was just like, you trying to be wifey, ain't you? And I'm just like, I mean, I'm not. I'm just, this is just how I normally am. And I just want to let you know, I'm just excited today. He was like, wow, what's up? I was like, I just applied for school. So I'm about to start my classes back. He's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Like, congratulating me, telling me how proud he is of me for me to keep going towards my dream and get my degree. Like, just give me that I'm proud of you talk. And I'm just like, yeah. He was like, all right, so now we do got to go out and we got to celebrate. I was like, okay. So we end up going, grabbing some dinner. From grabbing dinner, we ended up at a bar. So we're at the bar drinking, and like these random people just kept coming up because Marlon has that type of personality where it's like he's really friendly and energetic. So he is going to interact with people. Like, no matter who it is, he is going to interact with you some way, somehow, because that's just the type of person he is. So whenever we're out, we're always running into people, and then he's just interacting with those people, and then somehow we become friends with these people for the rest of the night. That's how it goes. We're always finding friends downtown when we go downtown, and this night was no different. We found this random old white lady that was at the bar. She was chilling with us the entire night, just laughing, joking. Come to find out her husband had just passed and she just needed to get out and enjoy herself. And she appreciated Marlon for like being so nice and welcoming to her. And I'm just like, yeah, like, you appreciate Marlon, you don't appreciate me, but it's all right, it's cool. I'm here. I'm giving the same vibes, but it's cool. I see how this works. And then Marlon's just like, no, just sucking it up. Just like sucking it up. And I'm just going with it. Just going with the flow. So we end up going back to the house, watching a movie before we fell asleep. We did the do, fell asleep. Woke up the next morning, went to work. I got a call from financial aid that told me I had exhausted my Pell Grant. So I no longer had federal funding from school, so I would have to pay out of pocket, pay my tuition out of pocket. The tuition was only like $1,200. So I'm just like, okay, all right, cool. So I go in and I set up a payment plan and pay my tuition. I had to pay that $500 up front and then make payments on the additional $700. I'm just like, all right, that's fine. That's doable. So after I do that, after I make my payments and whatever, Marlon ended up calling me. He was asking me how my day was going. I was telling him how my day was going. I told him I made my first payment, for my tuition. He was like, you made a payment to your tuition? You don't get Hope? Ain't it like the Hope Scholarship or anything? I was like, no, and I exhausted my Pell Grant, because I've been going to school off and on since 2009. We're now in 2022. So, yeah, it's like I exhausted that. So I had to pay out of pocket. And I'm like, it wasn't much. So he was like, well, how much you had to pay? I was like, well, it's $1,200. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, but it's cool. I got it. I got it covered. I'm on a payment plan. I got it covered. I paid. Like, I made a payment today. I'm fine. He was like, nah, my lady don't need to be paying for nothing. Like, nah, you want to go back to school? I'm going to support your dreams. I got you. I'm like, no, I already paid it. It's cool. Next thing you know, ding, that's supposed to be the Cash App sign. Just go with it, okay? Ding. I look down. He done cash out me $1,000 for tuition. $1,000 for tuition. And I'm just like, I was like, no. I'm finna refund you this bag. I don't need it. I'm like, I already paid. It's okay. He's like, no, I ain't finna have my lady out here paying for college. Like, this is your dream and I'm supporting your dream and you're doing so much and you done been through so much. Let me help you. Like, that's the least that I can do. And I'm just like, okay, thank you. I'm like, okay, thank you. You know, so I get off. I go back in. I tell Ronnie what happened because I'm just like, ain't no way this nigga just sent me a ban. Because what? I ain't never had nobody do you. He's spoiling me. I ain't never had that before. So I am geeking. I am so happy. I'm like, I can't believe somebody liked me this much. And I'm like, I don't even do nothing. I'm just here. I don't even do nothing. I'm excited. Just straight excited. And here come Liz come around the corner. Have fun. Remember, have fun. Don't get into no relationship. This is not your boyfriend. Just have fun with him. Just have fun. I'm like, I am. That is my man friend. That's not my boyfriend. That's my man friend. I know, not my boyfriend. But in my head, I'm like, my man. Because I'm like, what? Who wouldn't want to claim that? Like no, like nah. I'm stepping claim on. I'm stepping claim on it. But me and him have not had a conversation about being official. So I'm just like, that's my man friend. So as the days progress, again, me and Marla, we're still out after work. I'm going to his house, and I'm like, I'm over there chilling, just the normal thing. I go over there, we hang out, like we talk, watch movies, do, and like go to sleep, wake up the next morning. So later on that week, I got a call from Jackson's dad with the meetup spot for us to meet up to get Jackson. Mind you, this is the first time I have seen Jackson's dad face to face since Jackson was 4 years old. Jackson is now 10. So it's like, it's all types of nervousness going on here. Because I'm just like, I ain't seen him in like forever. So I get a call from him, like trying to coordinate, when I was going to meet him to get Jackson or whatever not. And I was supposed to go meet him that weekend. He called me the day before and was just like, hey, I'm going to just have Jackson at my sister's house. You can just go pick him up from my sister's house. It'll be easier. So I'm just like, he trying to avoid seeing me. He really trying to avoid seeing me. But I'm like, all right, whatever. Okay, cool. Don't even matter. So that weekend, I end up going to my mom's house because I was going to get Jackson later on that day. And Jackson's auntie stays in like maybe 45 minutes away from my mom. So I went to my mom's house first. So as I'm there, I'm letting her know, like, look, I'm finna run up to Albany to get Jackson because I am still driving my mom's car, okay? Still driving my mom's car. So I go to Albany, pick up Jackson. When I got Jackson, I was just like, so how was it? How was your summer? He was just like, it was cool. I was like, I heard you saw your dad. He's like, yeah. I was like, so how was it? He was like, it was okay. I mean, I met my stepbrother and my stepsister. I was like, oh, and she said, and then I got a baby sister. She was born a couple days for my birthday. I was like, oh, okay. Like, how you feel about that? He was like, it's okay. She's cute. She's a baby. She's a cute little baby. I was like, okay, well, how you feel about the other siblings? They was like, they okay. They're all right. I was like, okay, so what about your dad? He was like, he okay. He all right. And at this time, like, I'm sensing Jackson don't really want to talk. So I'm just like, I'm not finna push a conversation. I'm not finna force this conversation. I'm gonna just let him have it. So I'm like, all right, Jackson, there's something I want to talk to you about. He was like, what? Like, he said it 3 times. I'm like, he was like, what, Mom? What? I was like, so I met somebody. Jackson looked at me and gave me the biggest eye roll. Like, what the fuck you mean you met somebody? Like, oh my God, I'm not going through this shit again. I was like, his name is Marlon. Jackson eyebrow like raised. He was like, Marlon, so a man? I was like, yes, but not a boyfriend. So Don't worry. It's like, it's nothing like that. I was just letting you know because, you know, we've just been real friendly. And maybe one day, you guys can meet. And Jackson looked at me. He was like, Mama. I'm like, huh? I'm facing the road because I'm like, I can feel how he's feeling right now. He was like, Mama, you want me to meet another man?